from what you wanna hear. And God got my back, let's make it crystal clear. I'm screaming black power, I ain't never scared. A queen who does the most is host. So it's a movement, got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement, got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement, got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like wow. Yeah, my name is Truth, from what you wanna hear. And God got my back, let's make it crystal clear. I'm screaming black power, I ain't never scared. A queen who does the most is host. So it's a movement, got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement, got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like wow. Hey!
Hey!
We live. Last time we was on here, like October 2020. That was 2021.
Yes. Finally.
I feel strong. I feel real strong.
Yes. It's Saturday. Where the people at, y'all? Come on in. It's Saturday.
Yeah, everybody should be home and staying quarantined and staying safe. Everybody should be home right now.
That's not true.
It's not.
Because I just was out myself, and that's why I was ripping and running trying to get back to this, and it was packed. We social distance, but it was really crowded where I was at. I was surprised that many people was out, and I was in a large like, what do you call it, like a shopping center, and every restaurant was packed. I'm talking an hour and a half wait. You needed an hour and a half.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what state you're in, because I'm in Alabama.
I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, we were out for my husband's birthday, and it was crazy.
I was just up there visiting a month ago, helping my mom, but yeah, they don't care. Even here too in Alabama, it's still mandated since last year, and you know the science is there. People ask you just to be safe, keep your distancing, wear the mask, just if you don't believe in it, at least respect your friendly, your neighbors and your family members. And that's pretty much the main focus point. And majority of them don't care. They wear what they want to wear. They don't wear it. So I respect the ones, and for the ones who are wearing their mask, the ones who are keeping social distance, the ones who actually wash their hands and all that good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yep, I do. I appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone for not inviting me out into their home. And those did invite me, and I said, no, I appreciate them for still being my friend and not, taking it personal.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just moved, like 8 months ago, and I was just upset the fact, not at anybody individually, but just the fact of, the COVID and the pandemic. Like, I want a housewarming party, but I can't because I don't want to bring too many people in my house. To me, one is enough.
Exactly.
2 is a little bit too much crazy. Yeah. And then how you handle that, because and how you handle the situation too, because with my company, and even me and my mom talked about before, like we do like monthly checks for ourselves. And some people go twice a week, some people go once a month. So I'm thinking, okay, if I invite 5 people over, are they willing and okay with just getting tested the day before, and then come, and then when you come to my door, hand sanitizers ready for everybody, and keep a distancing in my exactly. So it's like that's a lot of process. So just stay home until we get this thing figured out 100%.
Okay. Glad everybody disinfect your fingers, little dirty.
You look beautiful, True.
Thank you, Kara. I couldn't get the washcloth. I had time to washcloth. I said, leave my makeup on tonight. Forget that.
Oh yeah, honey.
I'm a
You look amazing. I love the hair.
Thank you, girl.
Great. I love it. I saw your pictures. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I said I'm gonna hold on to this for the night. I might sleep in it. I paid for it.
Listen. I have gotten my makeup done, was able to still wash my face in the morning, but not wash it off. Have that leftover. I look like this look.
That second makeup after you get some look.
Girl, the walk of shame makeup, honey. It's on a pillowcase. Whole face on a pillowcase.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to this first topic. I want everybody to know this is how, y'all, this is my team here. And I'm looking for more people to join my team, more loyal people, genuine people, good-hearted people. That's all I accept. The community of love here. I want y'all to tell everybody your accomplishments from the last show in October to now. Who wants to go first?
Ladies go first. I haven't seen Miss Carmen in a minute. I was actually talking about you too, so let you go first.
Oh wow, thank you.
So you're gonna live forever.
My accomplishment since the last show is that I actually my book. I have not published it. I don't know if it's fair for me to say I finished it, but I finished writing it. I haven't published it, but I'm still super proud of myself for completing at least the writing of the book. And it is my first book. I'm very proud of it. And it's called Are We Listening? And it is my journey with God since I was a little girl. My understanding of spirituality and religion since I was a kid. And all the things that occurred in my life where I would think sometimes that God was not there and he was there. It's just that I wasn't listening. So it breaks down that journey. My own podcast, which I'm very proud of. Thank you for inspiring that. It is Eat Everything on Your Plate. It's available on Apple Music. It's available on Spotify, Rocket Cast. It's available on Google Podcasts, which I'm very proud of that. You can listen, Eat Everything on Your Plate. I'm on season 1, episode 4 at this point.
Nice.
And what else am I doing with myself? I started my YouTube channel, which is called Owl Eyes Productions with a Z. I'm on YouTube. I give a morning inspiration every day. I talk about a lot of real stuff and toxicity and relationships and love and, just loving yourself and inspiration. I got so much great feedback on that. So that's what I've done since the last show.
Oh, nice. I was just telling her, I said, and first of all, God bless you for doing all that. And that is an inspiration in itself. Because last time we talked, you was talking about this and you was going through that journey of the book. And I was just more focused on the book. And then you was talking about clean eating and healthy eating. And that's pretty much where I left it. And then Tiff was talking. I was like, well, it'd be great to hear from her again, just to see where she's coming from now. And all this stuff, because the media, a lot of people don't understand the media part. You get into YouTube and the extra with the podcasting you're doing, the stuff you name, that's a lot. Yes. A lot of people don't understand the work that's put into that, especially when it comes to YouTube. Yes. Before I dive in,
commitment every day.
Exactly, it does. Even if you just, because a lot of YouTubers I follow, even myself, just to give a shout out for my cousin. Will K, you can follow Will K, the Will K Show, or just Will K Show. He's on TikTok, he's on Facebook, but he's mostly focusing on TikTok. He's everywhere, and he does a little show and skits, and he's pretty much at the round of 1,180 viewers or followers left, and he become monetized for that.
Oh wow!
But he built up quick, and I had to give him mad props for that, because even friends that I noticed that I didn't think that knew of him was showing me videos, like TikTok videos. I was like, that's my cousin. Like, no, it's not. And I'll FaceTime him, like, look, that's him right here. And we'll just talk and kick it. So, yeah, he working very hard on that.
That's so, Angela, what's been your accomplishment since the last show?
Pretty much the same like last time we talked, just motivational coaching, stuff like that. Only thing I changed out a bit since we last spoke. I changed the whole title from Dangerously Active to Wear the Crown Well, because I feel like that fit the platform that's working with me. I still focus on healthy eating, healthy living, motivational inspiration speeches every chance I get. The only pause with it was, 'cause like I said, with the pandemic, my mom got sick, so she asked me to come and help her. So that's like weeks out of a new job I just found. So I had to put time in on her because family comes first. You know, she don't ever ask for anything.
That's right.
So when she did ask, moms can be extra moms. So y'all know how y'all ladies are. So we had to like grind it and tolerate it, and make sure she's well and healthy. And once she was, I ran back to my little nest, and that was it. But far as future goals was, because of the pandemic and extra thinking of everything else, my main focus is pretty much working remotely, going to school, taking classes for a bachelor's degree so I can actually work abroad. Just with the whole concept, and nothing against anybody with politics, because I really don't want to put too much emphasis on politics, but just the way our country working and everything else, and I like to travel. I want to try to do both. I want to try to work at home, or at least have the options to work somewhere else out the country so I can travel more. So if I'm somewhere in Italy, I can get paid doing that, living in Italy and working there. If I'm in the Philippines, Germany, Thailand, Bangkok, all these places I've seen all over, to friends and family, that's beautiful places, very cheap. Because I know when people hear places like this, they think like, oh man, I'm gonna spend like $2,000-$3,000. Trust me, it's not that. And that's pretty much where wearing the crown well, as my venture go from there, showing everybody, just like everybody else shows, is you can stay where you're paying $300 a month the rent in your regular neighborhood, and that might be the like me and Tiff can vouch for, like even in Newark, like $300-$500 a month. That's like the hood, that's like dangerous areas. But somewhere out these countries, it's not. That's like a condo for $350 a month, $300, ocean view, beach 5 minutes, just a walk distance. The food is great. You can have a meal for like $1.50. So these are experiences I want to share with everybody else on my way to moving forward.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, now I'm glad y'all doing your thing. Shakira, I'm glad I inspired you, because somebody once inspired me. It's like a domino effect.
Thank you.
You hang around positive, you get positive. You too, Angelus. When you be around positive, you start to pick up on that energy, and you get that adrenaline, and you said, you know what? If they doing it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know better than me. And those are people I like to deal with. I like to work with them. Like, I don't want to be that selfish and trying to hog everything and all other stuff. No, about helping each other, helping our own. Now,
that's right.
I got a little speech real quick. I gotta say thank you, because I just did my video shoot to Problem today. Problem is on all platforms. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, and Pandora. Problem by look it up. Come on, y'all, get my numbers up for me, please. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You gotta just click to listen to it, and you can download it. Give me free love.
That's right.
I want to talk about my book real quick, because I know we got topics to move on. My book been out since last year on Amazon. It's doing very well on Amazon, so I'm proud of that. My book,
wow, good.
A self-reflection diary. Yes, this is what's keeping me going financially. This book right here, this little diary right here. I want to say a quick shout out. Thanks, babe. I want to say a quick shout out to a few people that's watching. Yanni and Pinky. They was my girls. They showed up for my video shoot today. Thank y'all for being loyal and faithful friends. I appreciate you. We got more coming. Let's work together more in the future. Christopher Sims, he was a videographer for the video. Shirley from Rochelle's hair salon. She took me last week, twisted my hair up because I didn't know what I was doing, girl. I went there with I'm like, oh. And she took me the last minute and did it. What a blessing.
Oh, wow. That is a blessing.
Yep. Tina Murphy from Beautiful Beginnings Boutique, and her friend Michelle from Shea Butter Oil Soap Lotion place over there at 4314 Market Street. They provided my outfits, my shoes, all one-stop shop. That was a blessing too. And the thing is,
yeah, because you looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The King video, I went through more headache, and that video was simple. This one, I spent more money on. I was blessed with these good people. not a problem, no attitude. Oh, my makeup artist, Maisha from Wilmington. Anybody in North Carolina? Y'all know Maisha. She's a beautician. She's a makeup artist. Shirley from Rochelle, Letitia Murphy, and Michelle. Go out there and shop at the stores right now. But this went
they did a good job.
It went swell. It went smooth. The divine has blessed me with good people that I am willing to work with in the near future. They can always get my business. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Always people I like to work.
That's good.
So yeah, enough about me. Did I say everything? I'm on some money now, y'all.
I make money moves. That's right. Make money moves, honey.
All right, so let's get on to the topics. Is there anything else I gotta talk about on my end? No, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed. And let's move on to the topic, and we can talk the other small stuff at the end. Actually, major stuff. All right, the next topic, Shakira. This was your idea, so I want you to go on with it first. Black men treating black women.
Yeah. It's a touchy subject for me because I have 2 daughters and I watch what they have to choose from. And I always say that I am an advocate for my black brothers. By all means, I don't advocate for anything less than a black man in their lives. Now, if they found love in another race, I'm okay with that too. However, I advocate for my brothers first and foremost. I just want these brothers to really get it together so that my 2 queens and the queens all over the world in the next generation and generations to come have some good pickings. I know there's some good brothers out here. Don't get me wrong, but there should be more. There is only a handful of good black men out here that you could trust with your heart, your emotions, your financial security. Like, it's not all about money. It's about here now. Because you got a lot of toxic people that's coming at you on a spiritual level and ripping women apart and tearing women down and destroying your self-esteem and your self-worth, your body image. And I can't just sit back and allow that anymore. I have a grandson, and I just pray to God that my daughter and his father raises him well so that he can grow up to be a great husband to a great woman, to a great wife. I cannot stress it enough how derogatory the bills have become. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy that as an art form. I enjoy that as entertainment. But we have to teach our children there is a line between entertainment and real life. I think I said recently, you have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok videos, Snapchat, and there are real people behind those profiles. So we could lose our mind on the internet. We could lose our mind and act crazy on Facebook and put up derogatory memes and stuff. But as long as you know the difference between entertainment and how to treat somebody in real life. And I think that's a lost art, how to really care about somebody, how to really court a woman properly, and women knowing what they want out of a man. They take anything nowadays. They're willing to settle for anything. They have no boundaries. They have no standards. They have no, what I'm going to put up with and what I'm not going to put up with. And that's why men, the bad guys or the guys that are not mature, they run amok and they give you less because you're accepting less.
Right.
I agree. I have to since I'm pretty much the only guy here, because I didn't know, because I was doing my homework with I was doing my homework with the topics, and I didn't know which way I was going to go with that. Because I'm glad you said it. You said it so very eloquently. So I didn't know if we was just going to make it like a black and white thing. So I'm glad you said it like you did it. Because I pretty much I date every race. I don't stick with. I'm just going to be with this. If you're, again, attraction comes first. I can't. For me, that's what happens. It is what it is. But if you got a good head, a good heart on your shoulders, and you have good intentions, I don't care what color you are. That's pretty much where I go with. That's just me overall. But the few of the things you said kind of hit home, because I played both sides to the fence before. I was a dog. I was the cheater. I was the no good guy, and at the same time, I was the humble guy. I was the Mr. Nice guy, and and the only thing I could say to advice I can give to to women out there, or even your daughters, and even upcoming, if it's a granddaughter or grandson, is just you just have to build them from day one. Whatever you see, the lessons you learned, the tools you had got, build them from day one. And have a very, very open relationship with them, whether it's boy or girl. Hey, this is how you should treat women. This is how you should treat the men. This is how what I went through myself personally. What I see, because on my end, I wasn't never. My mom didn't give me the tools or stuff like that. I just listened to the women in my family talk, and I was blessed enough to listen to the female friends or the close women in my life, to talk about, if it came down to sex, if it came down to being open with a woman or communication, if it came to just sharing, if it came to financial situations, hell, even came to credit. Like I owe a lot of that to women around my life coming up, so it wasn't just Angelus was born Angelus. These was women in my life who helped develop me as a person. Now I could on the outcome, like I say, just being a dog, I can't, again, all I can go by my experiences. Most guys look for that. The typical guy is a hunter. That's his number one. So if you got very beautiful daughters, even women out there, you're very beautiful, and you know your worth, that's where you need to keep it at, knowing your worth. If you saying, hey, I like a guy, it's not about the money. I can pay my own bills. We can go half on lunch dates, or if it's a money problem, we can make a small little $5 meal at home, or a little picnic, something here and there. Or I just want a guy just to open the door for me. I just want a guy we can just conversate from now and then. I want a guy who can text back and forth just to keep my attention going. Don't text me once a week, or don't text me once a month, because that's not what I'm looking for. And if you see those red flags, and I'm gonna make this to all women, if you see those red flags, jump on those red flags. Women has intuition for a reason. I dated a few people that had those intuitions, and I had that's when I had to understand, okay, let me check myself, because they're coming at me to a way that that could be potentially hurting their feelings in the future, or me crossing the line that I can't come back from. These are things that as women need to look out for. I think that's what it comes into, red flags. If you see something, hey, let me just question it. If it's something that's a deal breaker, why keep pushing that issue? Why keep further engaging in that relationship? All they're going to do is hurt myself. That to me, it doesn't make any sense, because as a guy, again, I've been there, done that. So when I see these things, like, okay, well, I remember I dated a teacher, and this is her kid's father for like 20-something years. And she was like, oh, well, he never did this, never did that. That's like, that's normal stuff. Like I would open a door once in a blue. If I have like the money, I'll think of you enough to get, a little $2 stem rolls and stop by you. And, and if you're on your way, cause we used to alternate weeks. So one weekend I go to her, one weekend she come to me, and that was adult conversations. So that's like the norm. Or if she come to me, okay, I make sure my
he wasn't even used
to
it.
No, she wasn't used to it at all. So she literally made a list, and I'm like, all these stuff was basic. So if these are the basic things I do, what's you going to do when a real guy, if it's a real man or a real player, goes beyond that? You don't know how to handle yourself. You don't know how to act.
Wow.
And that was a problem. Exactly. Even now, let's go a little bit further. And it was both in his fence. Even my last relationship, I myself saw all the red flags. I saw the insecurities. I even brought it up as a casual conversation. Like, look, it's not even you no more, because I saw the insecurities in you. But I felt like I'm gonna continue to be a good guy, thinking that's gonna prevail your insecurities. No, I do not. And I say this to all women too, even guys. If you have insecurities about yourself, know you first. Know your insecurities. Do not try to engage in a conversation. Not saying there's nothing wrong with dating. There's not trying to explore, because everybody trying to know themselves. But do not be exclusive. Do not say, "Hey, I'm trying to get married," when you need to work on yourself. That's how I feel.
That's a fact.
Work on you first.
That's a fact.
Okay, now,
and that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now we talking about, like, today at my video shoot, right? I had on an orange attire outfit. It was sexy, it was fitted, you know, and the makeup artist ran into her father, and I'm guessing her father she gave him a ride. He needed a ride. But the first thing he asked me was, and I hate this question too. I'm starting to hate, are you married and where you from? That's why I put that in my song Problem, yo, because that's the first thing. I've been hearing that the whole time. Everything I talk about in my song is real shit. Ain't nothing made up about it. It's real. And he's looking at my outfit, not knowing I'm shooting a video. So he's trying to push himself up on me. So I'm like, you know, I'm looking at him. When he said, where you from? I just straight ignored him. I ignore him because I'm not going to argue with you. Because you ain't about to take me out my good energy, steal my joy. And I'll ignore you. So if I ignore you, don't say nothing else to me because I'm not answering your questions. He consistently kept asking. Okay? Because he automatically assumed because I'm doing a video or I'm in a sexy outfit that I want him to pursue.
You easy.
Yeah.
You easy.
And he's not even right. He judged me off, and and his daughter like, Dad, she's doing a video. I'm looking at her like, that's your father? Like, you know what I'm saying? That turned me off. And she was my makeup artist, and it ain't no disrespect, but that's just how I felt. And I'm not blaming her, but I felt was like quite uncomfortable. Like, we doing business, and you need to respect your daughter doing her business, making her money. You shouldn't be pushing up on
her clients. Her clients.
So I let it fly. I ignored them because I had better things to do. I had to finish my video. That was the goal. But that was just an example of the men out here in the South. Like, I'm not from the South. I live here, but I'm not the average woman that's so easy and just take anything. I don't need no man to pay my bills. I don't need no man to move in my house. I don't need no man to be a father to my children. And I'm not saying I don't need one, but I can pick and choose who I want in my life. I like that.
What do you think is a good way for a man to approach you? Because I talk to my brother a lot, and he's newly single. He's divorced. And he seems to be very confused on what women want, because we'll say what we don't want, and then we'll turn around and make a man intimidated by approaching us. So I've been married for a long time, so I'm out the dating game. I don't even know what to look for. So as a single woman, I'm asking you, what is it that you would like? How would you like? What's appropriate approach for a man to approach a beautiful woman like you?
Well,
that's a good question.
I'm guided by the divine all the way. The divine tells me who's right for me, and all the guys that's been coming to me ain't right for me. They're not on my spiritual level. They're not on my mental level. And forget about the physical. I do look at the physical. I'm not the most prettiest girl in the world, but I ain't no ugly chick either. So that opens room for options.
Well, you damn sure close to the prettiest, one of the prettiest. You in the bucket with us.
That's that Taurus. That's that Taurus. If we had a genetics, that'd be Taurus right there.
I go off. I'm looking for a man that can touch my spirit first, and I haven't met one. And a lot of things that come out their mouth, that just, it's best they don't say nothing. I'd rather me walk down a shopping aisle, and I drop something, and the guy picks it up and hands it to me, and I say thank you, and he says you're welcome, just a response, you're welcome, queen, or how you doing, and that little small stuff. But my spirit will be able to tell if he's right for me. I don't even go over what men say out their mouth all the time, especially if like, hey, where you from?
Okay.
I'm from Mars. You still want me? You still want this alien coochie?
Mm-hmm.
You still want it? So I can go off the spirit thing, and I'm looking for my divine masculine. I'm not looking for a one night stand.
Now let me say this: you're very, very strong. You're a very strong woman. We did an episode on strong Black woman. So you're very, very strong. So I just want to put it out there that whomever is the right man for you, he needs to be very strong in his spot. He cannot be insecure. You're a woman, you can't deal with an insecure man. It's gonna drive him crazy because you're in your spot, beautiful, you're not gonna be told what to do. You're not gonna submit to the wrong man. So he needs to be a strong Black brother and he needs to be able to stand his ground with having a woman that has your, and that is also where I feel like a lot of Black men break down at, because sisters are strong. We're strong by nature. We had to be strong, right?
Right.
So if we're strong by nature, man, and he's not on that level of strength, like you said, he can't match your spirituality. He's deteriorate around a woman like you. He's not going to give your strength, your beauty, your outwardness. He's gonna take you, oh, I can't mess with her. She too snappy, or she too this. No, it's not that she's too much. You're not enough to handle a woman like that. It doesn't mean that you're bad either. It just means that you need to stay in your lane and date a woman that's on your level.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need to stop putting other people down. Like, date on your level. Find somebody who you're compatible with, and don't put down somebody who you're not compatible with. It doesn't make them bad because you're not compatible with them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Angelus.
No, you're fine. I'm glad you said that, because that's how I learned growing up. Because, you know, like, say for example, a lot of men, I'm pretty much a little bit on the same page with her in the South. A lot of men here say the LOV word, I love you, I love you. And they say it so loosely, they don't understand that. When I was young, a woman had to pretty much set me straight, like, you know, like I said, being a strong woman or just an independent woman, just somebody that knows. And she said, you're not in love with me, you're infatuated with me. And I'm like, huh? And I had to think. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So when we get these ignorant men who come across, you know, beautiful queens like your daughter, they need to check them. But check them in a way they have to think how to approach a woman next time. Now, going back to the other one about advice from your the fellow that's just newly divorced, I've been there, done that, and it's kind of hard to get back on that saddle. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get back on the saddle. Sometimes you look for the wingman to kind of just take you out a little bit and think you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that girl day one. It doesn't happen. Or your sister that takes you out as that wing woman, because usually between a gay man, a cool gay man, and the right woman, a right woman hook you up with the right one. But usually that doesn't work out either. So the best advice for him, you have to get knocked down sometimes. Same way you came back in the dating game when you was married, and you look back and you try to school these young guys like, hey man, you just have to have patience, especially somebody like Tiff, because she is strong. She's pretty much straightforward.
Very strong.
But at the same time, if you speak, I think with Tiff, it's her personality, or just other women like that. If you speak truth with somebody else like that and come at them with, like she said, just picking up humble, just being humble about it, like, hey, I think you're beautiful, and just go about your business. You may not know. Full circle, you come meet her again, and she's like, oh, okay, I remember you. Last time you was nice, you polite, I felt something about you, but you didn't be nice and didn't come at me day one. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to pick and choose your battles like it is. But the best advice for him again is you just got to just take your lumps as it comes. If you see somebody like that and you walk past them, just give them a compliment, move on. If you think shoot your shot. Hey, I think you're very beautiful. Do you like to go out sometime? Or just, hey, here's my number. If you think about it, think about it. If you don't, you don't. That's it. But again, everybody has it. But at the same time, everybody has their days too. Because again, she might be coming off, like I said, she might be busy. She just came off something busy today with a shoot or photo shoot or her work or her book. And I or that guy or your brother may not have a chance to approach that person, and she might just have that day just like, get away from me. I just need to go home to release, you know. And it happens.
Yeah,
I've been there. If it was like so, yeah. But I had it done even on the receiving end. I don't reply. I've never replied to anybody, and I had people just come off me day one like, "Oh my God, I see your social media. I want to talk to you." Okay, we talk. And then, like you said, the media and real life is two different things. You just can't take it and be like, "Oh my God, he's 100% perfect. He's got no. I have my moments just like everybody else. I'm not an asshole, you know. I'm not a dick, but I have my moments too. You know, I wake up just like everybody else. I put one pants on at a time to scare bells. I pay my bills. I manage. I do all that. But if you're coming at me now, and we have these conversations about budgeting, about bills, what's going on with our future, and you're looking like, again, past relationship, and you doing this, now I'm going to be in my feelings. Now I'm gonna act accordingly towards you. You want to act ignorant? I'm acting ignorant too. You want to act like a child? I'm acting like a child too. And I'm gonna start stepping back. And then when quote unquote shit hit the fan, everybody looking around like, why is Angelus acting like that? Day one, insecurities. Go ahead.
thing is like this. I gotta if a guy may got some potential, and he like how you approach a female, Angela's. You know, here's my number, and nice and calm and cool. And I'm looking at my spirit gonna tell me if his spirit is dirty or not right away. Anyway, I just read spirits.
Yeah, it's gonna be a yes or no. That's it.
I mean, if he handed to me as if, like how you said the approach should be, I might take it. Now, if I see that he's attractive and my spirit tell me something good about him, I may take a couple of days, go home and sleep on it because I got to sleep on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'll decide to call him if I'm attracted to him in some way, and I'll call him. I'll listen to his conversation, find out more about him. And if he fits my criteria, because I'm not taking care of no grown ass man. First of all, I don't care. I done tried that. Somebody that's struggling, and you start to love people with their heart, accept them for who they are. I done been through that stage. I need somebody that's a money like me trying to get it. That's got to keep me moving. I got to keep them moving. I need what's his name, that rapper, y'all, with the cornrows?
The baby.
No, the Crit. He got killed.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Nipsey. Lauren London's man.
Yeah,
I need Nipsey Hussle.
I admire that man. The spirituality and everything. He's smart as hell. He worked hard. Like that's what I imagine for a king for me to have. I think I deserve that, and nothing less. Okay. I done been with the dudes at just working jobs and come home cook. I mean, I get all that. It's not. We supposed to help each other with the household. That's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? But I need somebody that's on the same level as me. We got to keep each other moving till we old and gray, and we can sit back, retire, and go on vacation. That's the type of king I look for. And I can be picky. I deserve that right. I put in enough work in my lifetime, do enough bullshit to be picky and who I want.
You do.
Yes.
Let's be fair, you do.
And that brings me back to what I said off the rip. You wouldn't have to be. I don't think that we should say that you're picky. I think we need to take the negative bias from a woman wanting what she deserves and what she needs out of her man. They shouldn't say, "Oh, you a gold digger if you go for a man who has money," or you're picky if you want a man who has good hygiene and good financial skills and is attractive. Why do I have to spend the rest of my life with less than? Yeah. And a man should equally be able to find that woman of his dreams too, because the truth be told, that's the only way it's really going to work. It's not going to work.
But be honest and straightforward about it, because again, my last wasn't like that. Like, you got to be honest and upfront about yours. If you saying, let's say for example, I knew a guy, he was in a relationship with somebody, and I'm not trying to give nobody a pass on it, but her only excuse, she did everything else wrong. Then the guy cheated, and her only gameplay card was like, well, I never cheated on you, so I get the right to do everything else. It's like, no, but you wasn't a good woman. You wasn't good at anything. The relationship didn't work. So just be upfront and honest about your intentions to become a relationship. Just don't say I want to get married. What does that mean for you?
One thing has nothing to do with the other.
Exactly.
That's right.
What does it mean to you? You can't. It's crazy. So, but again, that's the advice I would have gave.
Yeah, for me. Yeah. I think that. Go ahead, Truth. Go ahead. You take the floor.
I said this in one of our past shows, and everybody looked at me on the panel. Maybe it wasn't y'all. Maybe it's a different group of people. And I said, I'm looking for a business partner first.
Yeah.
Because that will tell. If you helping me get successful and I'm helping you get successful, who knows where it goes? Especially if they're already attractive. They already got that type of heart you have, that mentality. Who knows where it goes? And I think a lot of relationships should start off as a business relationship. So I'm looking for a business partner first.
Yeah.
So that shows what.
Yeah, but that all plays in ties with a relationship. It's pretty much everything that you expect. This is not just my best friend. He's my business partner. We're a unit. We're a unit.
Yeah.
Whatever he knows,
needs to go even
I know.
further than that. It needs to go to us, so that guys are not being faced with being convicted felons Like a lot of black women has to put up with convicted felons, men who have records. So that already limits the black man right there. And a lot of these women, with this new generation, they're coming up with these kids who raised kids. And these young women who raising these boys nowadays, they have no respect. Like, why are men in 21 still walking out with their pants around their damn knees?
We
I don't care if it's it's not my culture.
Drove past somebody doing that.
I never respected it. And I never will respect that. At what age? I mean, when are women going to step up to the plate and not find that attractive anymore? Because men, not to say men are like robots, and by far they're not. They, men do what women like.
Yeah.
It's really in the control of a woman. If women stop being attracted to men who don't work, who are lazy ass bums, who don't want to take care of themselves, even health wise, you got men who don't even go to the doctor. Won't even get their teeth fixed. You know what I'm saying? They won't even go to the dentist. Their mouths are raggedy. They don't want to get haircuts. Their clothes are dirty. They don't want to work. All they want to do is play games and, sit around the house all day and be lazy on the store sandwiches. And I'm not attracted to that. So these women stop settling for that. These men will do what's right.
Karma. Whoa, Karma. We talking about they trying to level up. They trying to get their prestige. The hell wrong with you?
Trying to go to the studio, goddamn.
What you mean? They trying to get.
They're trying to level up.
I can't stand that. You a grown ass man in your 40s and you walking around champing a black and mild, and got your pants, a fake Gucci belt that's feeling like a fucking orange around your knees. Since when do you wear pants around your knees? The Family Dollar boxers on with holes in the back, looking like a piece of shit. But you, hey, Mom, can I holler at you for a minute? Hell no, you can't holler at me for a minute. Hell no. And I want my daughters to bring home a man like that. Hell no.
We gonna interact.
Holler at me.
Let me interact with some of the watchers, y'all, because we forgot about them. We just having a good time. Most ninjas. I'm trying my nigga, but he say N-I-G-G-A-S. I'm gonna say most ninjas just ass, and that's we love Max,
and they don't deserve ass because they have not earned ass. You know what I'm saying? You want to lay up with a woman and reap the pleasures of her body, but what else can you bring to the table? Like, to me, a grown man is going to care for his woman all over. Her mental health, her emotional health, her financial stability. That's a grown man. If you doing all that for me, the cookie yours for the taking.
Yes.
But if you not providing for me on an emotional, spiritual level, or financial level, what you need some booty for?
No.
You don't need it. You ain't tired. You ain't stressed out enough for a release. Your ass need to go to work. You need that
Karma.
For your
whoa, Karma. All right, Karma. I got to speak for these ratchet ninjas out here because you saying some negative and positive things at the same time now. What you mean they ain't tired? When they grab them controllers now and hit them thumbs, that hand-eye coordination, that's what they motivated. They motivated. All right, brothers, I tried. I tried.
That's the thing with grown with women. I'm not gonna sit here. I was never a saint. I've always been a beautiful hearted person. But I go through trials and tribulations, and the lessons I learned were from bullshit ass men, dealing with bullshit ass men. Going through them blessings is why I am who I am today. So now I done raised the bar higher and made it more complicated for the next man to come in my life. Because I done been through this, that, and you know how long it took me to heal? This doesn't happen overnight.
But you wouldn't have selected those men if you had more to choose from. If you had better choices to choose from, those men wouldn't have had an opportunity to break you so that you needed time to heal. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to be proactive in this now and raise the bar at such a place that these men are actually being groomed as men. But these brothers won't even go get their cut. They don't know how to get their fingernails clean. their dreads have odors and everything. Like, no, that's not gonna fly with me anymore. You smell like cigarettes.
That's a new one for me.
The thing was, I remember when I look back on my journey with these men, they portrayed to be somebody they weren't. And I wasn't using my intuition. I believed in you.
You ain't stick to that gut feeling.
Right. Love unconditionally. Stand by your man. Be there.
Unconditional gives you a black eye.
Right. We was brainwashed to think that. We was not taught to think highly of ourselves and put ourselves on the stage. We was taught to just deal and accept the small things. And back then in our 20s, right, and the hustlers. We was all into the hustlers and all that stuff. She got this, he providing this, la da 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 da, or he this that. But they betrayed a lot of these men, and I don't care if they watching. A lot of them betrayed to be somebody they wasn't in the beginning. But when they was hurting themselves, so they decided to hurt me. That was their problem. They wasn't healed. So I went and got with somebody that was toxic. That just made my life more toxic, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on, hoping it works out. It never worked out. So when God removed them, God said, "Nah, they don't belong in your life." But it took so long to understand that they didn't belong there, because we was taught by our grandparents, you try to stick it in there, get a ring, get married. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women accepted any man just to get a ring on their finger. And I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So
it's sad but true. It really is sad. And like I said, and I'll stress it again and again, it doesn't take away from the brothers that's out there handling their business, taking care of women, being respectful. And I know I mentioned my brother a lot, but I've been talking to him a lot. And he and I have been vibing a lot because he's twice divorced. And I'm not just saying this because he's my brother, but he's a really good guy. Like he's in the Navy. He's a family man. He's like for his children. He loves hard to his kids. He wants to take them and let them experience the world. He's an entrepreneur. He loves his women. Like, baby, you take time off. Like, I remember when he first had his last son. I was amazed. I went to his house and I'm like, where's such and such at? His ex-wife. And he's like, oh, she's in the week. We're taking turns. A man who knows that a woman who just gave birth needs rest. And she took advantage of him. She wasn't ready for that. Like, she could not receive that kind of love.
Yeah, we was on the same. Man, sound like we was on the same page. Yeah, we sound like we was on the same page. He was a genuinely
nice guy,
Yeah, my first marriage was like that.
I used to be attracted to the quiet dudes too. Them the most they worse than the ones that's loud. Them right there, them quiet ones.
The quiet ones.
Here. Those are ones that took me through the worst. Quiet ones that sitting at the bar looking good.
Not all of us quiet guys, because I was like the quiet, mature one in high school, so I was kept to myself. That was me. But your brother, he sounded just like me when I was growing up, because I was married. She had my little backstory. She had a child with somebody else, had me believe it was mine, that I helped raise for 8-9 years, and it was hell. And when I found out, and I had to find out through court. It felt like a whole Maury episode. So when I found out the child wasn't mine, it broke me. Like, it broke me hard. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's like a death.
Yeah, all I could do was just keep a face on in front of her and him when we do cross each other's path. And lucky for me, I'm sure he's watching. I consider him still my mentor. I call him an asshole because he probably like Tiff. He's real straightforward with a lot of stuff. He don't bite his tongue, but he's a loyal, good friend. He always put me in the right directions on stuff. In moments I didn't have a father to show me right direction, so he was like that big brother. And I thank him all the time for this too. But I always joke around, call him an asshole, because he's straightforward about a lot of stuff. And he'll show me these right directions. Like, for example, if you're broke and you got to pay child support or whatever to your lady, go get your haircut. Don't let them never let you see you looking bummy. If your rent money is just like, if your rent like $600, that's all you got. She don't know that. Just whip out that knot, give her a little 10 for the kid, put your money back in there. Keep that out her business. Don't let her think that you hurting. Don't let her think that you're looking down or whatever. And I just kept that face until I just kept pushing through, and then back to dating and back to get back on my little so-called high horse, and that was it. And just getting back to know me. And like you said, same thing with Tiff, I just moved up a little bit and just relearning myself. And I think it's a good and it's a bad thing. So same thing with your brother. He had to just rebuild. Yeah, he just had to rebuild his life, relearn himself all over again. Okay, let me look at me. What had me not work out with one? And then what had me not work out with number two? And then set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the next woman that comes up, sure, it might be a wall that he pushes for the next one, and she's like questioning it. Like he had to just explain it. Like, look, same thing with Tiff. Like, this is what happened. I'm not gonna drag out no whole conversation about it. It's either we can deal with it. I'm not asking you for much. Respect me like I respect you. Like Tiff said, made it very clear. I want a businessman. You push me, I push you. Yeah. We go get it together, and everything. I feel like everything will work in between but of course, you gotta have a good tensions. You gotta have a good heart. I got to feel your spirit. If all these stuff align together, then yeah, we can push forward. But if it's something, and I'm sure Tiff can attest to this. I'm sure one of those boundaries, let's say she do give you a try. I'm sure one of those boundaries start falling off or isn't there. I'm sure she'll back up quick.
Where Raheem at?
Exactly. So that's the same way. That's the same way your brother should be at. And the fact that he like my homeboy on the financial game, like I tell him, he's younger than I am. He's my little brother. He got honorable discharge from the Army. He's making a lot of money. He doesn't believe in owing nobody nothing. He's big on his finances. He's big on investing everything. Even when people's getting their little first stimulus and spinning out, he was literally investing in that. You know what I'm saying? So he's about his money. He got 2 cars paid for. He doesn't like owning anything, and he helping his family out. So with that being said, I told him, like, bro, don't worry about no chicks. Trust me. The situation you're at now in your mid-20s, I wish I was at. If we swap places, you don't know how I would act because you're already there. The only thing is now is for a woman to come to you. Don't go to her. Keep doing you. They coming. Same thing with your brother. His pockets is good, finance is good. He travels. He's taking care of the kids. He's that good dude. Trust me. Women are gonna see that right there. They're gonna radiate. All he have to do is set his boundaries and just say, "Hey, let me fall back for a minute, enjoy the single life for a moment, and just start picking for what I want." And that's it.
Okay, y'all. I want to switch the topic.
Go ahead, True. Okay.
But it should continue as the next show too. This is always going to be a topic. We wrap it up. I want to talk about haters. And I'm going to talk about a situation, and I don't care who's, because I think you're so wrong for this. I think you're wrong. I had somebody that's my friend in real life, not Facebook, somebody I knew before Facebook even appeared in our lives, before there was even social media. But I think the other stuff was out back then. But anyway, so the stories on Facebook when you post your picture, and I could be a little petty, but I'm gonna be a little petty. You know how you post your pictures on my story, and everybody can see, and if you don't catch it in time, you go to the next person, and you're like, oh, they see me, I saw it. Like, I have a friend that's watching it, but never do she, say congratulations, I'm happy for you. None of that. But you watching my story. You get what I'm saying? You're watching.
Not actually.
Yeah. You're not. Why are you watching my page? But then I said to myself, I could block her, right? But I'm not gonna block her. Wanna know why? Because I'm gonna let her keep watching till she can't watch no more now. Because before I used to block people, like exactly. I'm gonna keep watching till she can't stand to see herself. I'm gonna give her the shovel. But on that note, with haters, and this is for everybody, y'all have, when you start taking steps in your life to make your life better, you're gonna have people secretly hating on you. You're gonna have people trying to start arguments with you because they mad at you because you're ignoring them and you're moving forth in life. You're gonna have haters, family members. I'm telling y'all right now, I have more of strangers supporting me than family members. And I don't care if they get mad. I'm gonna speak my truth. I got 7 brothers and sisters. Okay? I got cousins. I got aunts. I probably got one aunt. Shout out to Aunt Darlene. I'm calling out names. That support me. None of my family supports what I do. It's okay. Because I have learned, and this is for anybody, when you feel lonely, when you're on a path to your success and you feel by yourself and you look back and say, well, I ain't got nobody support me and my family. Don't worry about that. It's okay. Wonder why? Because you're set apart for a reason.
Yeah.
You're set apart.
Mm-hmm.
God knew He had plans for you, and you had to leave them in the dust because they can't go where you going. And I'm just saying this in I'm going through it, and I want anybody else to know that's taking steps further in their life. It's not meant to take everybody on your journey. Either go through a lesson with them, learn who they are, keep it moving. Y'all got something to say about this?
Yeah, if you don't mind, Carmine, because that hit home. Because again, I had notes for all this, and this actually hit home because I pretty much again, everybody have haters. Not and me and Tiff talk about this all the time. I pretty much love my haters, but when you have on my end, in my experience, when you have like a hater that's pretty much, let's say, for example, a specific family member. I'm not gonna say the name, but I have a family member that knew me all my life, but don't know me. And I say this to everybody else who has family because sometimes, and there's a post, a fellow classmate of ours made a post and said, your family can't be your friends, and blood can't be your family. So we have to understand that. So I'm gonna say it again: friends, your family can't be your friends, and blood can't be your family. Me growing up, I had more my friends that I grew up in elementary, high school, and afterwards than I actually my actual family. It was just only recently, like I got my older sister and my older brother that I knew down the line that was my older brother and sister, and we've been the closest ever since. I got one I could talk to my sister spiritually about everything else, and I can talk to my older brother. He's pretty much like like kind of like Tiff, like headstrong, like, hey, what's your game plan? What's what you need to do for your life and stuff like that. And I actually asked him for help many times, and he helped me. And I had a family member, so confused by stuff that about me helping them, but they were so in my business 24/7. But they would go, instead of coming to me and listening, instead of yelling and arguing, they would go to somebody else and talk about them to me. But when they do that, one thing people don't realize when it comes to me, I don't run my mouth. I don't talk up about everybody else. So when I come across, let's say like Tiff, because I tell this a lot of people in the South, because people don't understand like why you here or whatever. Majority of us up north, we don't go looking for trouble. If somebody talk about me and my character is so good and so well, and when I go past Tiff and Tiff like, oh, since I saw you, I got your number, I got you on Facebook, I got your email, I can hit you up anytime. The fact that I just saw you, such and such was just talking about you. But I know your character, I corrected them the same moment they spoke about you. And I say, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Now I know, and I go about my business. This could have been like 6 months, 3 months, a week before. So I say this to say to this particular family member, just be careful who you talk to. Because maybe you're not realizing that everybody else talking more about you than anybody talking about me. Because literally every time I walk out my door, I never hear anything said about me. I never get the negative vibes around me. I never get the negative energy around me. There's so many people out my life growing up from the age 14 up to now that helped me through my life. I got a best friend that's like my brother. I got another best friend that's like my brother in Atlanta. I go to his house anytime. I got a copy of his key. I didn't even ask for it. I got friends to this day now. I can go to their house. If I didn't have the money to eat, I can go eat. If I need a place to stay, I can go stay.
Right.
So let's just be this in mind. When that specific family member who is blood but doesn't act like blood, who is family who doesn't act like family, just understand. Trust me, I'm good because clearly you don't know me like you think you know me.
Right.
And that's for families out there anyway. Be careful who you talk about.
Right.
Respect the people near you. Definitely respect the people that helps you out. Definitely respect the people who act accordingly to their character. Like let's say, for example, your children. Your children are going to act like mom. They're going to act like brothers and sisters because that's family. That's what they need. That's what they're supposed to do. But if you start acting out of character and talking and gossiping and keeping it, we're too old for all this. It's 2020. We just had the pandemic last year. All this stuff is too much and too much. Learn to love and respect everybody and just keep it moving from there. That's it.
Yeah.
before you go and Kira, because we forgetting about the audience. Max said, welcome, Max. What he said? He said, my haters are my motivation, growth. People hate, but I keep praying and keep strong.
Exactly.
Haters are your motivation. That's why you let them watch it. Don't block.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. Let them talk about you.
I'm gonna tell you something. You got to be careful with that energy, because it's like I say, energy vampires. Some haters, you got to let them watch you, but you got to learn how to get some people out of your spiritual circle too. Like if they not liking your post or congratulating you, sis, you might need to let that sister go, because you need all the positive energy that you can get. Like if she behind the scenes hating on you, hate is strong. Somebody hating on you, they could wish bad on you. So you're strong enough to have the force field around you to, you know, basically boomerang that bad energy back. I don't even want to be bothered with you. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Don't be my Facebook friend. I don't need no background, you know, fair weather friends pretending that everything okay when it's really not. You just watching me because I'm your biggest competition. Stay away from me, because I need positive energy and I need people around me that I can actually trust. I want to be able to trust everybody around me. If I can't trust you, you don't need to be in my circle. Don't even watch me.
That's the answer to all of that is when you build your spirit up and you start manifesting and you start calling on the divine, baby. Naysayers can't stop what God got for you. What the divine got for you, can't nobody stop it. And that's what level I'm on now. And I know I'm divinely protected because I done passed all my lessons and all my tests in life. They spoke to me. They told people gonna say she crazy. Yeah, I'm a little bit. But I'm on this level right now. I have tougher skin where I can deal with somebody talking about me. I can deal with the smart comments because I'm still going to smile my way to the bank. I'm still going to smile and accomplish my goals because there's nothing they can say to me that has not been said to me before. I don't have the worst said to me, and I'm going to throw it out by family members. Closer than you know. That they're trying to beat me down, beat my self-esteem down, beat my dreams down. So it's nothing a stranger can say to me that I already experienced and got through it. Why wouldn't you be there? So when you build your spirit up and you look back on your life and say, man, I done been through the worst shit. So I can go through anything. I can defeat anything in my way. That's what my mental is at right now. That's what and that's why I'm able to say, I ain't got to block them. Let them watch. They can say what they want to say about you.
Okay. That's right. Right.
To fall victim because they don't like what you're doing or you shining. That's what it is. You shining. You mad because I grew and you still stagnant in the same spot. You ain't trying to do nothing with yourself. You tell everybody that's out there, if you want to accomplish your goals, start. I don't care if you start off small. Don't worry about the money. Start changing your mentality about I can't. Change it to I will. I am. I don't care if you got clean houses to make extra money. Wash toilets. I did it. I worked at McDonald's to make a little side money because I used to look back 2 years ago and say, I want my music on the platforms. And then when you look it up, you got to pay for it. Knowing I didn't have the extra money to pay for it. So I said, okay. So I started working a little job here and there, trying to get that extra money. I moved quietly. I took what I needed to take to further my life, myself in life. And didn't care what nobody said. I wasn't happy like Calvin was at McDonald's, but I still took it on because it was extra money, cleaning houses. It was money. You have to take the step for it.
Doing what you got to do.
Right. Success. Making an effort. Don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. You make an effort, you're already successful right then and there. Because it's hard to get up in the morning. You got a list of things to do and you try to push forth your business or you try to write that book. Even if you got to go to work, getting up and doing it is success itself. Because you got people that can't get about their beds and do anything because a lot of people suffering from depression because of all the shit they took in life, all the beatings. They think nobody cares about, nobody loves them. But you got to love yourself first. I've been through that stage. I doubted myself before I even made the effort. Then I said, I got to stop doubting myself. You got to get up and do it. That's the only way to do it. I don't care if you do it little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it just a little bit is better than doing nothing. And I'm saying this from the heart. You gotta get up and do. I don't care if you write it down on a piece of paper. The plan. That's a start. That's success right there. Now you just go by each thing on your list and work towards it. I don't care if you put $5 towards everything. I don't care if you take $20 out of your little weekly paycheck from McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. You put that to the side because you say that's gonna go to my business. I'm looking forward to my future with this because I'm not gonna keep working at McDonald's flipping burgers. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everybody to know that. Like I'm such on a high planet. Can nobody stop me? Nobody. I don't care what you talk about me. Smart little remark. I don't care about all that, baby. Because I'm focused. And I'm gonna get up tomorrow and I'm gonna plan out another picture.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
I just wanted to say that. Don't let nobody put y'all down. You support your goals, man. Don't let nobody stop you.
But definitely.
Yeah, I'm very excited about everything that I'm doing.
But definitely, Carmen, before we close out, make sure you post your links and stuff in the comments below so we can definitely follow you and and keep track of your success.
Will do. That's a great idea. I'll do that.
Because everybody writing books now, so I think she gave us the opening so we can continue talking. she's having fun with her new toy.
It's I can't believe that people in 2021 still can't be happy for what other people are doing. I just feel like that's so toxic and it's so unfortunate because you will have a turn when you're gonna need support and no one will support you because they'll look back and say, hey, this person wasn't there for me. They didn't support me. So, I mean, I just think it's so toxic and so ugly and immature not to love on the next person's projects and make sure that they're, doing what they have to do to make it and survive.
And that's the crazy part. They don't even understand because to the level of, let's say, I still remember Dave, my homeboy in class. I used to write journals like I was like freshman year of high school, and he used to make jokes every time I passed by. I'm like, oh man, you're gonna write that book, So who knows, the fact that I wrote a book and I made success off it is because of him always encouraging me, and I still think of him to this day. So if I did, I might, definitely dedicate it to him or say, hey man, remember this time? Because you always talked about me and something you saw in me, I never saw. So I just went ahead and done it. So my success is your success. So I'm gonna look after people like that. That's how you're supposed to do it. Or if maybe you got a gift or maybe you got a dream that I can help you out, and then you go on and help somebody else out and so on and so on and so on. That's the attitude that people need to have. Like even I used to make a joke, not even pretty much a joke with a friend of mine. Like if I won $1 million, I make sure all my people's taken care of. The ones that help me out, help me through the struggles, let me sleep on their couch for a night or two when I needed it the most. But I don't know. People just don't take that mentality. I just don't get it. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with being a basic. If there's a such thing as a basic hater, I'm fine with just being a basic hater. But just to put that negative on somebody like that or trolling them, if it's social media or just around the way, something wrong with you.
I want to talk about because we're going over time, but that's okay. We're talking about some good shit. I want to talk about. I'm talking about our people. I ain't talking about no other race when it comes to business and everything. And see, me, I don't mind sharing wealth. I don't mind sharing the shine because that's just me. Because I had been turned down by people just because they've been in the game longer than me. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I post this people's shit. I advertise it. I advertise it because you out there doing it. Some people music I don't even like. I only got to listen to it. I like the fact that you out there doing it.
Yeah.
I support you. Unless you got other things behind that, not just music, but you got other things behind it. I support that. I know as a person, that's a lot of work to deal with all those businesses.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, man, let me take 2 days off because I got to great. But like these black people, I have supported, and then I say, look, I'll ask, like, yo, can I post this on your page? Can I tag you in it? And they'll give me a response, well, as if my stuff, I don't have the amount of work put in like they put into theirs. Now, mind you, bro, I could be a one-hit wonder. You done been in the studio for 10, 15 years, ain't even became a one-hit wonder.
Exactly.
Does that matter? Because I didn't put in the work you did, so I don't deserve to have advertisement. But you want me to advertise you? Oh no, excuse me, you didn't want me to do anything. I just did it just because I support my people.
Yeah.
And they walk around with they hold their nose up to you because I didn't put in years like you did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like that. I like this is what Black Talk's about. I support my people. Anybody that got a business that want to come on and talk about it, you more than welcome. That's what it's here for. It's a platform.
Because you opened up the show with what we doing.
Exactly.
Basically, to promote your supporters and give an outlet and a platform for people to promote what they're doing. And you can promote what you're doing. Because it really just takes that one share to the hands to make you just go viral.
Yeah.
So you should be promoting with a lot of different people and a lot of different avenues and, you know, having a lot of support. Because it takes one celebrity to say, shout you out, you know, enjoy it, like it, or whatever. And it just, you know, you'll be, you know, at that next level that instantly. So you don't want to surround yourself with opportunities to take away from you. You want to surround yourself with opportunities that will promote you and give you more opportunities. So I get that, but people don't support. I put something negative on Facebook. You know, I had an argument with my husband or anything that they think is related to my relationship, it goes viral. I mean, I get hundreds of likes. I get 80, 90 comments. But I share my podcast, I get 3 shares, 4 shares. I'm like, if me and my husband would have recorded our relationship from the beginning, it would have went because people love to be nosy. They want toxicity, they want negativity, you know, and they want to see all the rawness. I get that. When you promote, when you happy, you put a picture up, you kissing somebody and you hugging and you in love. That don't go nowhere.
Nope.
I bet you.
But I hate that ninja. That go viral.
I bet you 10% of those people. Now I ain't gonna say 10%, about 80% of those people are still stagnant and ain't doing nothing with their lives. But they want to sit around and talk about drama and hear drama and love and hip hop and gossip all day and fighting all day and talking about her and she over there doing her shit, but you mad at her because she's pushing forth her goals. Those are nobody. Those people I don't want to be around. I don't want to sit at a table and talk about people. I want to sit at a table and talk about money.
That's right.
All people that ain't doing shit with their lives always want to gossip about what somebody else doing. And now we know why. And now that's how I look at it. When you look at their Facebook, you understand why. Well, goddamn,
boring. Nothing.
I ain't see shit about business. You ain't even selling CDs, and you don't even sell CDs no more.
They ain't even arguing with a man. They ain't even arguing with a man or a woman because they ain't got one. They don't have a man. They don't have a woman. They don't have. They just watching your life. On
my news feed, when I see stuff that they say faulty stuff or don't make no sense, I shoot them with a fact and they get mad at me. So that's pretty much my news feed. Why are you bothering me? I'm not bothering you. I'm telling you what you said is wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. You posted something public. Don't get mad now. Yeah, you posted something public. That's not me. That's you.
And guys, we done been on for some time. I know we all into this shit because we be tearing this up. We talk about
that's fine. We can end it off like this because it's the 5th. It came out. So if anybody hasn't watched it, I haven't watched it. So definitely, I'm promoting it because I loved it. I grew up from part 1. So definitely check out Coming to America 2. It's on Amazon Prime. Thank you. Don't tell me nothing.
It was good here.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings. Like everybody,
a lot of nostalgia. A lot of nostalgia. That's all I'm gonna say. It brings a lot of nostalgia. That's why
I want to hear it. That's why I want to hear it because I literally dreamed about this coming up. I had my own script in my head, and I saw the trailer, so I was very eager and want to be like I want to live back the moments I had from part 1. So that's why I'm gonna take it from there.
It was cute.
So thank you for everybody else on my Facebook page that never talked about it, didn't give no details, no spoilers. Because if it was that in Star Wars, I will hunt everybody down and just I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm a fan of my movies. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We're gonna go there tomorrow. Hey guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Black Talk the Movie. We about to wrap it up. We will be back on next Saturday, guys. We had a nice little amount tonight. You know, they gonna see it, but everybody will expect it afterwards. But there's no problem. As long as you learn something from it, that's all I care about.
I can relate to it.
Thank you, Shakira. Thank you, Angela. It's my roadie.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. We'll stage your argument next Saturday. We'll stage your argument, and I bet you get like 1,000. Okay.
All right. Maybe we gotta put some drama on here or something. Get somebody with some drama.
Yeah.
Take away from
the drama.
Truth, but negative energy.
Truth and Miss Karma arguing. I bet you it'll go viral, girl. Go viral.
That's how it usually goes in the social media relationship. Hey, and jealousy between them two, and the husband got into fights. Oh yeah, we be hitting like 5K every day. 5K every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gonna get viral with that. You fighting and arguing on here.
Yeah.
They like, you see that girl?
Exactly.
She pulled her hair out. How we pull each other hair out? We distant. But anyway.
Through the camera, girl.
Just like that. Just like that.
That's your wig off. Drama. So we're gonna wrap it up. We want to thank y'all for watching tonight. Go ahead, Kira. Go ahead. I think I got something crazy to say.
No, that's it. That's it.
Thank y'all for watching tonight, y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. I'll see you next Saturday.
It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk. Like, yeah, my name is Truth, from what you wanna hear. And God got my back, let's make it crystal clear. I'm screaming black power, I ain't never scared. A queen who does the most is host. So, it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk. Like, wow, it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk.